like 85 right now. All right, well, I'm just gonna get started. If someone can please share in the working chat, that'd be awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't, not when I'm live. I guess I can do it when I'm done. Okay, so I just wanted to go over a little bit about the systems that we use with our team. I shouldn't say it works in general because not everyone does the same stuff. So IPAs, income producing activities, you're gonna hear that term be talked about a lot. I go over it just very briefly. Hi Kiana, can you share this please in the working chat? I go over this a little bit during our Spark clubs, but it's been a little bit since I've done like a full video talking about why we do what we do when we do it, and why it's so important to do the IPAs each day, because they each have a specific job and why. Thank you, I appreciate you. So one of the hardest things when I had first started 5 years ago was I had signed up with an enroller that was pretty much sink or swim. You know, she signed me up and it was like a peace out. I didn't know, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do each day. And for me, it was such a struggle because I've always been that studious person. I got straight A's in school, 4.0. I'm like a super nerd. Hi, Monday. I'm a super nerd. And so for me, when I started this, it's like I wanted a to-do list. You know, it's like, okay, if I know what to do, I'll do it. But the problem was I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? And so I had nothing to compare this with. I had never joined a different company. I had no desire to join a different company, and I still don't have a desire to join a different company. However, when I started, I am the type where, number one, I don't quit. I am stubborn to a fault. I will never leave, okay? If I had to give my blood as an oath, I would do it. Okay, I'm not leaving. So first off, I was super stubborn. Second, I like to work hard. I feel like that is a dying personality trait. I like to work hard and see my hard work pay off. And I knew that people were making money, but I just didn't understand what was it that they were doing day to day to get to that point, right? So super nerd Miranda grabbed her notebook, and you guys, I had a newborn on me. I would put him on my back all the time. I have pictures. He was 3 months old. I wore one of those carriers, and I would put him on my back because he would not let me put him down. And I would be writing on my notes, walking back and forth so he wouldn't stop crying, you know, or wouldn't cry. So I'd be like writing my notes. And what I was doing was listening to YouTube videos and trying to listen to different leaders to see what the heck they were doing. And now it's easy for me to figure it out. But back then it was like, okay, that looks similar, that looks similar, that kind of looks similar. And what it was, you guys, it was those income producing activities. We call them IPAs for short. No, not the beer, like my husband would say. Okay. And it boils down to 5 different things in your day that you want to do. Okay. And when you first start, you're not going to do this overnight, okay? Learning the IPAs will be much easier for you guys versus, you know, when I first started, when I had no idea. But it's going to take you a hot minute to do. Hi, Heather. Are you at work today? And so 5 different things. And I did make a graphic to go with this, but if you want to jot them down, that's totally fine too. And that is what we're going to talk about tonight. And this ties in well with what I go over a little bit with Spark. So number 1 is messaging. Here's the thing, you guys. I personally don't like to do a bunch of parties. I don't want to have a room full of inventory. I don't want the pressure of attempting to meet new people because I don't meet people well. I'm an introvert. And the pressure of always having my house like perfect and all these things and having parties. I'm not a party person. I've done them. I do them well, but it like stresses me the freak out and I sweat through my clothes and it's not my thing. I like social media. I always have. Okay. The trade-off, if you are one where you're not doing parties all the time, then how are you going to talk to people? How are you going to get people to sign up and be a customer or a distributor? It comes down to messaging. If you are one where you're like, oh no, I will just make, really good posts and they're going to come to me. Hog squash to that, okay? I've been at this business for 5 years now. and I make great posts, great stories. I've had the success. They don't just come running to you, okay? You know how many people are shy? Most people. Most people are either shy or they have fear. They're not going to message you. So if you're gonna rely on someone hopping into your inbox to sign up, then you are not gonna make much money doing this, okay? It's going to come down to either talking in person, and if you're using social media, then you have to message, okay? Messaging, hey, quiet it down, you crazy goons. It's gonna boil down to messaging, you guys. It's the number one way we make money, is messaging. So if you think about your day-to-day stuff, and if you are one where you do all the things and you don't message at all, that is the reason why your paycheck stinks, okay? Messaging is the biggest thing that's gonna make you that income. But let's break it down just a little bit. Hey, good to hear from you. So who do you message? Who the heck are you supposed to be talking to? Well, there's different types of messaging. You guys know during Spark, and we talk about it all the time, there's host-to-post messaging. That is the easiest one. Hands down, there's not much thought process to it. You send out a message. Some people respond, some people don't. It's not really a big deal, okay? So I personally like to send out 50 to 100 messages per day for those type of messages. It just depends on my day, okay? But I've been at it so long that at this point I have my Facebook friends list downloaded and I go name to name. To me, that's easier because I've been around for 5 years. You know, it just helps me keep on track, okay? My kids are crazy. So host-to-post messages is the easy one. The goal with the host-to-post is that you want to have 10 host-to-posts up and running per day, okay? If somebody comes into my inbox and they tell me that they are not signing up much people, there's 3 things that I do. Number 1, I go to their profile to see if they've posted. Usually they haven't really. 2, their Facebook friends list is super tiny. And 3, I ask them how many host-to-posts they have up and running for the month. It's usually like, oh, I haven't really done any this month. Oh, I have like 3 up. That's the reason. Because you can instantly sign up customers and distributors through host-to-posts, okay? So host-to-post is a huge way to message. 2, follow-ups. It's Friday today. This should be your main jam today. I will give you guys some examples here in the page in a minute. Hey, yo, shh. You guys are yelling too much. I'm on live. So follow-ups is huge. A lot of people get paid today. It's kind of wonky right now because we're in a quarantine. I don't know when people get paid for unemployment and stuff, but a lot of people that are doing regular jobs, they still get paid on Friday, okay? So Friday is our number 1 follow-up day. You have to think, like most people will not sign up on the spot. Most people, it takes them 5 to 12, I think is the ratio, 5 to 12 times of follow-ups until they actually sign up. Unfortunately, most people only follow up 1 to 2 times and then they're like, oh, I don't want to be a bother. Well, all you did was plant the seed and someone's going to go right behind you and sign that person up because they're interested. It's just their timing, okay? And if you think about how long it took you to sign up, some of you guys, hi, some of you guys didn't sign up for years. You watched the person for years, you know? So that teaches you, 1, don't quit, okay? Because you're doing all this work and later on it's going to pay off. That's residual income for you right there. Okay, and then 2, don't stop following up. It's not about you. Gotta throw that out the window. It's not about you, it's about them. It's always about them, their timing, what's going on in their lives, and all of that, okay? But it's our professional duty to follow up. Those that don't follow up, all you're doing, it's telling the people that they don't matter, that you are about to quit your business, or you're just in a fad and you're going to be out anyways, okay? Like, it's a professional thing. You got to keep track, okay? So keep a binder, keep a notebook, but you got to keep track of your potential customers. Sorry, phone call. Potential customers, potential distributors, and host-to-post are the 3 things that you want to be keeping track of each day. So follow-ups is ginormous, okay? Please make that a top priority today. If you wait until Saturday to message, you're going to have a rough time because a lot of people are busy on the weekends. Okay, And then our sale ends on Sunday, FYI, the pick 2, pick 3. What other type of messages do I send out? Every day I make It Works posts. I make posts about customer stuff and distributor stuff, right? Me trying products or whatever, or talking about my life, my family, but weeding in It Works. Everybody that is liking and commenting, there's 2 parts to that. They're either giving me the love just to give me the love, or they're actually interested. And if you don't reach out, they're too shy to reach out. You have to screenshot that post, send it back to them and say, hey, were you possibly interested? Mine's always short and to the point. Hey, love, were you possibly interested in working with me? Hey, love, were you possibly interested in my fat burning coffee? Something like that. So that's that. And then there's stories. A good 60% of my potentials are coming from my stories. Stories are huge. So you definitely want to do them. And you guys, we have hundreds of examples at this point of both posts and stories inside of our Telegram chats. Okay, so every couple days I'm posting the links. Please download Telegram, get yourself added. And if you ever wonder what you should post, there you go. Okay, every single poll should have a call to action. My favorite is to vote. Okay, so if you don't know how to do that, please speak up in the working chat. We can teach you. And I always, on that vote, it's either going to be 2 forms of a yes. You don't ever want to have no as the option. Yes, I'm ready. I'll order next Friday. Yes, I'm interested. Details, please. You know, I can do this now. With discount, yes. Okay, so it's just 2 forms of a yes. Get creative with it. You can always look at mine if you want. So polls. And then there's always the possibility of cold messaging. I don't pounce on people. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. Totally up to you. It's your business. It's your livelihood, okay? I will tell you, cold message is basically you talk to somebody that you've never talked to before and you're pitching either the business opportunity or them being a product model, okay? It's literally a 0 to 180 conversation because it's out of the blue completely. Now, what is the negative to that? Well, you don't know the person, so you might piss them off, okay? I would not cold message ever on Facebook. The closest thing is going to be the warm message for the host to post. People do the cold messaging and they have a lot of success with it. They usually use Instagram to do so. Totally up to you guys, okay? So there's that. Those are the different kinds of messages. I broke them down. So messaging is the number 1. What about the other 4? Adding to your network is huge. It's kind of a no-brainer. If you're not adding to your network, if you are not maxed out to your Facebook friends right now, which it maxes out at 5,000, then you need to be adding aggressively, okay? Because the more people you have added, the more people that are liking, commenting, voting, more people to host a post message, it just makes sense, right? Now, who do you add? If you're doing host a post, you're adding already a ton. Okay, that's going to be the easiest adding because they're going to accept right away because they're interested in whatever you're doing. Okay, so if you have, let's say you're messaging 100 people a day asking host a post, 10 say yes, they put up the post on their wall, you're watching the post, there's all sorts of likes and comments, all the likes and comments, you add those people to your network. Okay, so that's a really fast way. Another way for me personally, before host to post existed, because it is kind of a newer thing, is that I would go to my current Facebook friends and I go to their friends and keep going. I personally only add females because it's less complicated. And I'm quick about it, but I look to see if they're with another company. I'm not going to add them if they are. I look to see if they have a decent profile picture because it's one less thing I have to teach. And that they're appropriate, that I can see that person being my friend, okay? And that's really, I do a quick little look, add, okay? So host a post people and mutual friends of mutual friends of mutual friends. Don't add friends from other distributors' Facebook friends, please. That doesn't even make no sense. Okay, so a lot of my Pacific Islanders, you share mutual friends. I would be careful with that. all you're doing is competing against each other, and it just is kind of silly. So you want to expand. There are billions of people in the world, okay? You don't need to be sharing Facebook friends, okay? So take care of that. That's 2. Number 3 is interacting. Interacting is one of those things that I didn't understand, but now it's like, okay, that totally makes sense. Interacting is basically this. Facebook is a giant computer. It knows who you talk to the most. Okay, they know who your closer friends are. It's going to limit your audience to those people until you change something up. Okay, so you might have the maximum 5,000 Facebook friends, but there's all 5,000 are not looking at your stuff right now. Okay, now how do you get that changed, and why would you want it changed? Because the more you expand, the more they can see your stuff, and the more they see your stuff, they're going to like, comment, vote. Okay, so how do you get out of that? Number 1, I always do happy birthdays in my day. It takes me 60 seconds. Okay, time is money. I'm going to always do it, time efficiency. Okay, all you do is go to your search bar on Facebook, type in happy birthday, click view all, and it'll list you whoever's birthday it is for the day. I personally use my word board app where it's a text replacement, boom, send, boom, send, boom, send, boom, send. So it's 60 seconds, okay? So happy birthdays is a really fast way, and it never fails, you guys. The people that I say happy birthday to, those are the ones that start voting on my polls the next couple days, all right? Another thing, anytime you message, you're actually messing with the interacting. That means when I'm sending out my host to post messages, I'm actually doing a form of interacting, and those are the people, even if they don't respond to my message with the host to post, it actually still helps me because they now are starting to like and comment and vote. Okay, so you definitely want to make host to post like your main jam in your day. So we've got messaging, adding, interacting. 4th one is posting. Posting is to your wall and to your stories. How often you do it is completely up to you. I would do at least a few times a day, okay? And you always want to have regular things in between it, what I call fluff, okay? So it could be it works product post, fluff, it works distributor post, fluff, it works product post, okay? But whatever you do, you need to have fluff in between because you're still a human. Oops. You're not a robot. You're not It Works. You are you, okay? You work for It Works. And so what were you posting before you joined? I will tell you, anything food related is always a hit. People like food, okay? If you know how to cook, I would go live and show you recipes because it will always gain more of an audience, more people interested. And when they're responding to your lives and stuff, those are the ones that will vote, like, comment, and all that. So food, family, faith, pets, travel, self-care. Those are ideas of fluff, okay? The posts themselves, you always want to post things dealing with products and things dealing with distributor stuff. You don't ever want to focus on only one because we get paid to do both, okay? And that's how you rank. That's how you build your team. That's how you get paid. All of the things is a mix of both. So you always want to mix your posts with both. I personally try really hard to, number 1, be a product of the product. So the customer side of things, if you can go live, sharing demonstrations, sharing what the products are doing for you, people are curious. They want to know what it smells like, what it tastes like, what it's doing for you. So if you have any personal testimonies, you should be blasting that like every day, okay? If you've lost weight, if you've gained energy, if your nutrition's better, if your hair has grown, all those things, share it all the time. That's the main thing that's going to get you customers, okay? Going live, just get outside of your comfort zone, you guys. I'm never comfortable still 5 years later, okay? I'm an awkward turtle. I sweat, okay? Put on sunglasses, put on a filter, just do it, okay? There's just no substitute for energy, okay? So customer stuff you get. Distributor stuff, I do things in kind of like a pattern. I talk about my past, present, future. That's the easiest way. When I started researching it, I'm like, they're making this too complicated. Past, present, future, okay? What have I gone through in my life that was difficult, and I weed in the business? It's the things I don't want to talk about, okay? However, there's a reason why I do it. So losing my mom to cancer, growing up as the poor kid, being a teen mom, being on state assistance, things like that, right? But here's the thing, when you start doing posts about your past, you become relatable. And now people are watching, okay? You become a real human, and that's important. Present, what's going on in your life right now that the business is affecting, okay? Anything to deal with gas and groceries is always huge. Make sure that with any distributor post that you're putting the income disclosure statement. That's a newer thing. Just click the photo albums. It's at the very top, IDS, okay? You're just putting it with your selfie. It's not really a big deal. So present, gas, groceries, what It Works is paying for. If it paid for your electric bill, talk about it, okay? We can't say what we make. So please don't put, oh, I made $500 this week. You can't do that anymore, okay? So don't put the income, but you can say, oh my goodness, I just paid this huge bill and oh my gosh, the stress is taken off my shoulders. I feel so good. I can't believe I'm making money from my phone, blah, 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 okay? And then also time-related things. Right now, I can go take a picture with my kids playing in the pool. Technically, this is me working. I'm helping my team. And that's my office, okay? Just be careful when you post too many of those. People think we don't work at all. So you have to weed in some posts at some point. We work still, okay? But our office view, time, that's a big one. Future. This is a big one. This is a big one, okay? If you are not posting where you're going, you're not gonna sign up distributors because they don't trust you right now, okay? $99 is a big deal to families, okay? You have to post where you're going. Now, what am I talking about? This is things on your vision board. Talking about getting your spouse home. Talking about getting yourself home. Paying off so much debt. Getting a certain bonus. Just, you can't say the bonus amount. Getting a certain rank. How you're a lifer with the company. Things like that are keywords. Because here's the thing. This is a type of industry that people quit really fast. Okay? We don't know how to boss ourselves up. It's self-motivating, and most people, and I mean this in the nicest way, but we are in a generation of a bunch of lazy people. People don't like to work hard anymore, okay? And so it is now a known thing with network marketing that people quit all the time, okay? You have to stand out. That is how they're going to trust you, okay? So talk about where you are going, okay? So past, present, future. Now, sometimes I'll weed in friendship stuff because people will sign up to make a friend. So post about a friend you've made. And then sometimes I do something really flashy in their face. I'll drip, and boom, in their face. And those are the catchy ones where it's like words only, hiring my last 2 people to work from home, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that is a catchy one. So that's how I personally do my posts. Okay, so personal testimonies, friend testimonies, demonstrations, lives, whatever for customers, past, present, future, sometimes friendship, sometimes catchy. Okay, I said that kind of fast. Again, the post and stories, examples, chat rooms, there's tons of these in there, tons. All right. The last income producing activity is self-development. It's also the most important. It's 80% of our business, you guys. And it makes sense because when we are not in a good place mentally, if we're just struggling, we're depressed, we're sad, we're whatever, okay? When we aren't doing too good, it will affect everything in our life. It'll affect your marriage. It'll affect your relationship with your kids. It's going to affect how you view yourself. It's definitely going to affect your productivity with your business, okay? Pouring into yourself, self-care. Self-development / self-care is really what it is. What does this mean? Do you have a vision board? If you don't, you need to make one this weekend, okay? What the heck are you working for? If you don't know what you're working for, you're not going to work, okay? I encourage you to include your family in on it. This last year I finally did, and it was like, it pumps me up seeing their stuff more than my own stuff, okay? Vision board, it can be electronic, it can be you drawing on a whiteboard, or it can be more fancy and you're using scrapbooking stuff. I I found my old scrapbooking stuff, so I have a really cute one. Okay, and you need to stare at that sucker. You need to put it in a spot where you're looking at it literally every day, because you're gonna have moments where you're not having a good day and you stare at that and it inspires you, okay? Vision board is huge. Journaling, you gotta do it, okay? You just gotta do it. You don't need to share it. I'm never ever gonna ask my team to share their journal. I've never shared mine, okay? But it's basically where it's a platform where you write down what is going on in your head, where you write down your goals, how you're gonna get those goals, all the things, okay? There is a journaling Zoom with one of my leader friends. Her name's Cheyenne Knox. You guys, she signed up in this business when she was in high school. And she's the same rank as me, okay? She's amazing. She speaks really well, and she does a journaling Zoom Monday through Friday. I encourage you to attend if you can. I believe it is 7 a.m. Pacific time, okay? So journaling is a big one. I like to just come out in my patio and just write down what's going on. I also put the prayer of Jabez at the top of it. That's just my thing. So vision board, journaling, books. Okay, I don't hold still very well, so reading a book is kind of hard. I downloaded an Audible thing through my public library that is completely for free, okay? So I would definitely look into a public library that you are near. Now, I can technically give you guys the library that I'm at. Let me know if you guys want this, okay? Because you can just sign up for a temporary library card on the internet with where I'm at. Just put in a random address here and you can get free audibles. The audibles that I have, you guys, I was about to buy them and they were hundreds of dollars. So if I can save you guys some buckaroos, I'm gonna, okay? So audibles are great because you can put your headphones in, and this is where when we have to still do the life stuff, right? We still gotta clean our house. We got, you know, driving, clean, showering. These are the times where I'm putting my audibles in because I'm maximizing my time, right? I don't have time to just sit here and listen to videos, okay? I just don't have time, I'm busy. So audibles are a giant one. What type of audibles, okay? There are so many different types. There's actually albums inside of our page. I gave examples. If you ever want my list of what I'm currently like listening to, watching, I'm always down to share. I personally have books that they're growing my mind, you know, and it's not it works related. It's either trying to be a better leader, talking about time management, which is a huge one for me, habits, just anything like that is what I'm listening to, okay? Also, you can technically get physical books, okay? Feel free, if you're one where you need the paper, I have probably a good like 50 books, but I prefer the audibles. Also, what to listen to is some It Works stuff. Okay, there's a lot of leaders that tell their testimonies, they tell their stories, and then they give their tips. Now, I don't want to be biased, but I know that what I teach is like the best of the best, but sometimes hearing the same thing from a different leader, all of a sudden it clicks, right? I have a lot of leader friends that are amazing leaders, and you would gain from listening to their stuff. Again, we have a complete album that has all videos if you ever just want to get inspired and listen to one of those with your ear pods in, okay? And then what else? It is taking care of you, okay? Are you taking a walk every day? Are you getting some form of exercise? Because we know that when we exercise, we feel better, right? Are you taking your products? There's kind of not a bigger one just about than that. When we feel good in the inside, when we feel like we look good, feel good, all the things, we are feeling better, then it's gonna have a productivity to it, okay? So you definitely wanna use your stuff. Always have your auto shipment on, okay? Today is the last day to run your auto shipment for tomorrow, FYI. And that's it, you guys. It's kind of a long video, but I'm gonna save this to the top in the announcement so that you guys can refer back to it if you ever are struggling. So it is messaging, adding, interacting, posting to your walled stories, and self-development. Those are the 5 IPAs to be done each day. Now, how do you do them? And do them fast, okay? Fast. I like fast, okay? So I personally, when I wake up, I kind of clear my eyes and I do my prayer of Jabez, and then I just start rocking and rolling. So Adding to my network is easy breezy. I might add real quick. Happy birthdays takes 60 seconds. I have been pre-making my posts and stories, which I encourage you guys to do this weekend. I think I'm gonna do a Zoom just to show you guys how I'm doing it. But here's the thing, I have enough content right now for the next like 3 weeks. I don't have to worry about posting stories. I just hop on, copy, paste, that's it. Okay, so definitely set yourself up for success like that. So if you look at the 5, right? Posting is one of them, so I took that out because I pre-made them. Adding, I don't really need to add because I'm gonna be doing my host posts throughout the week. Interacting is 60 seconds with my happy birthdays and the rest is host posts. Do you see how like I just minimized most of those? And then messaging, it's not really a big deal. As long as you are organized, this is gonna be easy breezy, okay? But you gotta be organized. I personally like to use an Excel spreadsheet. I have my Facebook friends. I go name to name for host posts. If they were ever a potential, I make a little note. And so anytime there's a promotion, I just go straight to my computer, message. That's it. Or the dates for when I need to follow up, message. So it's really, really quick. So there you go. And then my audibles, I'm multitasking and I try to have my coffee and read a little bit in my mornings with my journaling. So I don't work all day, you guys. So I hope this was helpful. Set yourself up this weekend. I encourage, number 1 for today is follow up. Just get it done. The sale's gonna be ending. Okay, just finish that out, the very first thing. Second, go send out your host post messages. Okay? If you don't have a post and story up, go put one up. For this weekend, I encourage you to pre-make posts, possibly stories. Okay? Make it for the next week, the whole week. So you're gonna post, I don't know when you wanna start it, but maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so 7 days worth. And then the cherry on top is to meal prep. Because how much time do we try to figure out what the heck we're gonna make for dinner? For reals, okay? So look on Pinterest, see what your family's into, make a grocery list, make it happen, and now you have a list of what you're gonna make each day, so you don't gotta be going stressing about it, all right? So that's all I'm gonna say. Hopefully this was helpful. Love you guys. I'm gonna go get some of my own stuff done, my own follow-ups. Love you all. Bye.